In a quiet settlement at the edge of Enugu, where red sand kissed the feet of barefoot children, and mango tree shaded tin rooftops, lived a girl named Stella. She was 15, young, radiant, with a glow that the villagers could never ignore. Skin smooth like river stones, long lashes fluttering over bright brown eyes, and a gentle way of walking that made strangers pause and whisper, "Who is that girl?" Stella was the third child of Peter, a hard-working father of modest means. He was a bicycle repairman, known for his honesty, but burdened by hardship. His wife had passed years ago, leaving him to raise their children alone. Stella was his only daughter, his queen as he called her, and his dream was simple: let her go to school, let her become what her mother never had the chance to be. And Stella, she dreamed of being a nurse. She loved to help, loved to clean small wounds when her brothers came home, scratched from playing football. She would wash their cuts, whispering you'll be fine, like a little healer in training. But one afternoon, as the sun began its descent and cast golden shadows over the compound, everything changed. Peter was seated outside, wiping sweat from his face after hours of work. His old friend, Luke, arrived in a white kaftan, cane tapping against the dusty ground. Luke was 70, a retired trader who once helped Peter with money when his shop burned down. Stella was inside, humming softly as she washed plates, unaware of the storm brewing outside. Luke sat down, cleared his throat, and spoke with a calm that masked his venom. "Peter," he said, "5 years ago I lent you 250,000 naira. Till today, not a single kobo back." Peter sighed. "Look, I know. You helped me in my darkest hour, but I've not forgotten. I'm still trying to repay. Please." Luke raised his hand. "I'm giving you 6 months. After that, it's two options. You go to prison or I take your daughter Stella as repayment." Peter dropped the rag in his hand. "Stella, my daughter. She's only 15. She's a woman by tradition," Luke said coldly. "She will become my wife. I want sons, and I've seen the way men look at her. She is ripe." Peter's mouth went dry. "Look, she's still in school. She's my only daughter. If I give her to you, will you allow her to continue her education?" Luke chuckled, a deep, cruel sound. "Education? For what? When she become my wife, she'll stay at home. She will give me children. That is her duty." Peter's voice cracked. "Look, this is wickedness." "No," Luke said sharply. "This is business. Pay up or hand her over." And with that, he rose and walked away, leaving Peter in the dying sunlight, trembling as if the world had collapsed around him. That night, Stella noticed her father's silence. He didn't eat, he didn't speak. He sat with his face in his hands. "Papa," she whispered, "what's wrong?" Peter looked at her, tears brimming in his eyes. "I failed you, my daughter." She knelt before him. What happened? He told her everything. Stella had shattered like clay pots on concrete. Her future, her school, her dream, reduced to a bargaining chip, to be handed off like property to a man older than her grandfather. "No," she screamed, "I am not property." Peter wept openly. "I don't want to give you away, but the debt, it is real." Stella stood, wiping her tears. Then let me fight. Let me speak. I will not be a sacrifice. The next day, Stella confided in her school principal, a strong woman named Mrs. Okezi. After hearing the story, the woman stood up from her chair. "Let me tell you something, Stella. You are not alone." She called a meeting. Teachers, community leaders, even women from the local church. Word spread. Stella's story was not new. Too many girls had disappeared into marriages they never chose. The town began to rise. They made banners. "Stella is not a debt. No child marriage. Education is her right." The media picked up the story. A young journalist named Ifeoma visited and filmed Stella sharing her truth. "They want to exchange my dreams for a loan I didn't borrow. But I say no. I have a voice. I am not a payment. I am a girl with a future." The video went viral. Women from Lagos, Abuja, even Ghana began to donate. Legal group offered pro bono help. The Ministry of Women Affairs got involved. When Luke was called to the local court, he appeared smug, confident that tradition would favor him. But the judge, a fierce woman with grey locks and reading glasses, read the evidence and frowned deeply. "This," she said, "is exploitation. This is abuse. This is an attempt to sell a child like cattle." The gavel struck. The debt was cancelled. The marriage proposal was void. Luke was fined and banned from coming near Stella again. Peter knelt before the court and sobbed, "Thank you for saving my daughter." Stella hugged him. "You raised me to be strong, Papa, and I will make you proud." 2 years later, Stella stood on a stage at a National Girl Child Conference, receiving a scholarship. Her voice was stronger, her smile was wider, her dreams were alive. To every girl who has been threatened, sold, silenced, stand up, speak. You are not a transaction, you are a treasure. And the hall rose in thunderous applause. The moral lesson for this story is that a girl's value is not measured by money owned. She is not a repayment, she is a rising star. When one voice rises in truth, many others will rise with her. Say no to child marriage. Say yes to education and freedom. This is the end of this story. If you enjoyed it, give us a thumbs up and share with your friends. Subscribe and hit the bell for updates. Let us know where you are watching us from in the comments.